Hi, everybody. It's me, Lillian Suarez. How is everybody doing? Wonderful, I hope, and working on it. I am excited to be here. Just figured that I would go ahead and answer any questions that you guys might have in reference to development. I'm always very excited to talk about mediumship and all that comes with the mediumship. So, if you have questions for me, feel free to ask. I will be available to you guys here in the Mediumship Development Support Group on Facebook. And if you're watching this on YouTube, because I will be putting it up on YouTube, find my Mediumship Development Support Group on Facebook. It is a large group and a lot of fun, and there are videos under the videos that you can watch for free with mini lessons, so on and so forth. Hi, Laura. Hello. How are you? All the way from New York. I hope that you're doing good and your day was fantastic. The sun is shining over here in Chicago, and I'm very excited about that. I love the sun. I love it, love it, love it. I'll talk a little bit about, obviously, mediumship development. I think my philosophy about development is that it is very important for you to get to know your mediumship, not anybody else's mediumship, but your mediumship. Where are you developing nicely? Where do you feel that you're getting stuck a little bit? What teachers will complement you? What teachers do you feel really you really don't resonate with and wouldn't complement you? So there's a lot that goes together with choosing a mentor or a teacher or taking a class. It's a whole lot, and I think it's very simple though. Follow your intuition. Each time it will never let you down. Again, I am excited that I'm here and I had some time to answer any questions that anybody might have. Hello, Laura, Maria, Alicia, Lisa, Cindy. I'm very excited that you guys are all here. Again, if you have questions, please comment your questions and I'll respond to your questions here live. And I'll be looking out for whatever you guys type in the comments. So I'm very excited. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second here. All right, thanks. Gets kind of loud in the house, as everybody knows. All right. So does anybody have any questions about mediumship, development? And again, as I was just talking, it's just, it's very important to resonate with someone that you choose to be your mentor. It's very important to resonate with someone that you choose to do a year mentorship, 5-week, 15-week, psychic course, whatever it is. There's so many things. It's funny, right? I always, your hair looks so different on screen. A little frizzy there. I love it. So I wanted to be available to you guys. Again, I've been on this journey for a while. I'm still a baby medium. I will always want to say that I'm a baby medium for the simple fact that I'm not on the other side and I don't know everything there is to know and everything that goes on the other side. I'm still having this human experience. So in this human experience, I know what I know now, but I'm pretty sure that when I hit the other side, I'm going to know what I know then. I think that's one of the things we can, talk about is that, hello, Rachel, hello, everybody, is that you don't know everything there is to know. And as soon as you think you know everything there is to know, you can hinder your mediumship by staying stuck and not being able to be at your full potential. I think that this is my philosophy, because how can we know everything there is to know? We're not over there. We can only assume. We can work with teachers that have been doing it for many, many years. I've worked with Mavis. She's been doing it 50 years. Paul's been doing it 30 years. And every time I learn something new. And even on my own journey, just communing with the spirit world, it's amazing. And it's the biggest thing that we can do to expand is to sit with the spirit world, to give them our time, and to give them a voice and listen to them. They're the ones that we're going to. They're the ones that we're working with. So communing with spirit is extremely important in your development. I think that's the biggest thing that I can suggest to everybody and anybody is sit with the spirit world outside of readings and really listen to what they're saying to you. Again, this might feel silly and dumb, and it might feel like, okay, I'm making this up. But if it feels like you're making it up, you're definitely not making it up. And if you're someone that's afraid to start your journey, there's many ways that you can start your journey. You can start your journey with self-study courses where you're doing it at your own pace. You can join communities on Facebook, such as this one, the Mediumship Development Support Group, where you are expressing what your soul is wanting to expand and getting an idea of the direction that you want to go. You really could do it. And then when you're ready to tell the people that you love and those that are around you, you can. You definitely can. Again, if your soul is speaking to you and you're going through an awakening, you can sit with your guides and you can sit with the spirit world and you can say, you know, draw near to me. But again, if you don't know and have a foundation of how it works, how will you feel them? How will you hear them? How will you see them? Then you'll know they're there, but you won't be able, obviously, to expand and unfold. So you want to have a foundation and take some sort of beginner's course just so that you can understand what's happening to you already. Because a lot of people that are already experiencing the connection know that they're having the connection, but how do you expand and strengthen that connection? So beginner's course is not about you starting over. It's really, truly not. Some people think it is. It's about strengthening your foundation. It really is. What was your first reaction when you saw your first one? So the first time that I saw spirit, I was 14 years old, and it was a friend of mine that had gotten in an auto accident. I freaked out. I was really scared. And to be honest, that was the only time I ever saw spirit. Well, I saw spirit twice with my physical eyes, but that was the very first time that I did, and it was really scary. I felt haunted, to be honest, and I didn't understand, right? And I was very clairsentient, so everything was feeling. So that was really scary for me, you know? So I'm glad that I am where I'm at now, where I understand, so I don't neglect the spirit world, and I truly, really appreciate them so much. When I'm having a hard day, I just sit, and as the spirit world looks at our colors, they can tell whatever it is that I'm going through, and I'll just push out, and I'll just commune, and I'll let them have a voice, and even come to me, whether it's my loved ones or a wonderful soul that's connecting at a level of love, to come in and give me advice and understanding, because they've lived this human experience. They know what we're going through. Hi, everybody. Hi, Peril. You know, so we're able to have access to them all the time, and it's free. We just have to create that foundation, our bottom line in our mediumship, strengthen it, understand how we receive information from them, how we can feel the presence, and how can we merge with the presence. And then from there begins, right, the development of our connection with our guides, our connection with different type of souls. So just like in the world, there's many personalities. They take that personality with them to the spirit world, so that really doesn't change, right? So they still have that personality in the spirit world. And so you want to, as a medium, be neutral to allow them to come in and express and expand. And I feel like a lot of times when we get very technical with things, we kind of box ourselves in as mediums, and we box the spirit world in as mediums. But I think, I mean, discipline is important. I know that it is very important, but being authentic is also important. So we have to find a balance between discipline, meaning staying with the spirit, really trusting the spirit, really bringing forward their imprints and memories authentically without changing them or messing them all up. You know, there'll be things that we won't know. We won't ever really know each time, and that's okay. If we're humble enough to accept that, then we're humble enough to be that instrument for the spirit world. And that's really, really what mediumship is about. It's being an instrument, how you can be an instrument, because as you know, we all have a different reference library. So within that reference library, spirit comes in and says, hey, I could use that medium based on her experiences in life. And I can see that those experiences would be in her reference library. So I'm able to use her because she knows what it is to lose a grandmother cancer. And that's who I am. I'm a grandmother that passed of cancer. So again, the more that we know, the more that the spirit world can embrace us and really feel that they can use us. They do not see our physical bodies. That's my philosophy, and you know, maybe it's really made me think about that. And I do feel it to be 100% true in my experience. So they see our colors. Our colors change based obviously on our moods, our situations, and our circumstances. So that can always be different, but our experiences are also in there, which are very consistent. And that's what they look at, right, when they decide to use us as a medium. All right, so releasing the fear of them revealing themselves to me has been hard. Any advice on releasing the fear? So releasing the fear of them revealing themselves to you. So a lot of people expect to see them with their physical eyes, but that's really rare. To keep seeing them with your physical eyes first off. So the place that you dream is the place that you imagine is the same place that you see spirit. So it's not as scary when it really does feel like you're imagining it, but you're really not imagining it. You're really truly receiving the imprint of that image, or you're feeling it, or you're hearing it. So don't be afraid, because it's not like me coming up to you and touching you, or me coming next to you. You can feel the presence and the essence, but again, they're bringing in the goodness. And as mediums, the more positive we are, the more positive our aura is. And if they are seeing our colors, right, then it's always going to be love that's going to come and love that's going to go. So, don't think you're going to see them with your physical eyes. I think that maybe perhaps that's what you're feeling. You're not gonna. You're going to receive the imprints of who they are, their personality, feel them, hear them, see them, and know them. So, I would again sit and commune with the spirit world. Communing with the spirit was important. Push out your aura and ask one specific soul to come in for a specific reason that perhaps you want to explore, or even your own loved ones. Start with allowing your loved ones to come in and feel the presence of them and merge with them. And that's going to make you more comfortable with understanding the process. And again, if it's your loved ones, there's 110% trust there. So try that and see if that works for you. All right. So, hi everybody. Hello. Again, I'm happy to be here, and I just wanted to touch base about whatever questions you guys had, but also definitely talk about communing with spirit and how important it is. You don't have to be in a reading to commune with spirit and to blend, meld, and merge with spirit. You can do it outside of a reading and give them a voice. Listen to what they have to say, and they're the biggest helpers for mediums, the biggest helpers. And yes, in the beginning, it does feel like you're making it up, but you're indeed not making it up. I tell you, I've gained confidence in doing this, and I know that you will as well. Not only that, there might be a soul that has never had an opportunity to come and speak what they want to speak, or say some last words, because their loved ones might not ever seek a medium, and now you're giving them the time to allow them to have that voice and to give you that. And how beautiful is that? They might just need that to be able to continue to go through the transition on the other side. So again, don't be afraid to sit with spirit. They're our biggest teachers, guys. They are our biggest teachers, and that's something that I've been a very big stickler with within the last year and a half of my mediumship, and I will continue to encourage my students to do and to be with them. We're looking for teachers. We're looking for everything outside of us, when really everything is inside and beside us. Because if we push out our aura and we ask the spirit to come in and be with us, they will be with us. They will show us whatever it is. And again, one of the tips that I can tell you is to ask your own loved ones to come in to speak to you. So when you're doing that, you're able to gain the confidence through the interaction with your own loved ones, so that you won't be scared, and you'll be able to recognize, oh, okay, this is just a calling card. This is all this is. There's no reason for me to freak out. There's no reason for me to feel that I'm being haunted. None of that. So I, again, would suggest that you push out your aura and commune with your own loved ones that are passed. And that's going to help you to interact with other people. Ask them questions. Ask them what they're doing on the other side. Ask them how did they feel when they first got to the other side. Don't be afraid to really, really, really believe and know that the soul was alive before you, and the soul will be alive after you, because it is true. It was alive before you and will be alive after you. So I thank everybody for giving me this time. I got a class now. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, everybody that joined. Again, I want to answer questions, talk about how important communing with spirit is. They're absolutely beautiful and wonderful. And if you want to, start with asking your loved ones to come in and commune with them. They're the biggest teachers we can have. They're going to come in. They're going to tell us what we need to know. They're going to bring in the evidence of who they are, so we know who they are. And then they're going to give us a beautiful healing message, because they understand what we need to hear. So hear what you need to hear. Sometimes what you want to hear is not what you need to hear. Commune with spirit and really trust the process. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. This is Lillian Suarez. Look out for my future lives. Bye for now.